ஸ்பின்னரை பார்த்ததுமே இவங்க டீம் முழுக்க லெஃப்ட் ஹேண்டரா ஒப்பிட்டாங்கன்றீங்களா?
I think Chahal has to improve.
ஏன் சால மட்டும் நம்ம வந்து நீங்க குறிப்பிட்டு சொல்றீங்க? செகண்ட் T20 ஜெயிச்ச டீம் தான் தேர்ட் T20யும் விளையாடுது. சேஞ்சஸ் இல்ல. அதுல ஜெயிக்கிறோம், இதுல தோக்குறோம். அதுல
So Dhoni is in that line. Virat Kohli.
எனக்கு வந்து ஒண்ணே ஒண்ணுதாங்க. I feel Dhoni is ஐயோ இந்த கதை எனக்கு தெரியாது. இது சொல்லணும் நீங்க. இப்ப ரோஹித் சர்மாக்கு ஃப்ரைடே இன்னைக்கு வந்து ஃபிட்னஸ் டெஸ்ட். சொல்லும்போது I'm actually getting goosebumps, you know, when I remember those things. One of the advantages of being a 70s kid is, which I want all of you to hear, வேற லெவல் எங்கேயுமே நீங்க கேட்டிருக்க மாட்டீங்க. Don't forget to tune in for those shows. Hello viewers, welcome to another cricket chat with Laxman Sivaramakrishnan.
Yeah, the third T20 was a little disappointing. Probably the intent wasn't there. I think two important facts was that Maxwell, when he was batting on 19, he was actually out. He was caught by KL Rahul. He was looking for the big shot of Yuzvendra Chahal, top edged one, and he caught the ball, but KL Rahul caught the ball. But eventually the third umpire signaled it as a no ball. And the replay showed that it was a no ball. A spinner cannot afford to bowl no balls. With a short run up, and he's supposed to have a small delivery stride, that no ball cost us a lot because Maxwell went on to get 50 plus, and when Maxwell gets 50 plus, he gets them in very quick time. So if we see the difference, if Maxwell is out when he was 19 instead of 50 odd, I think the 12 runs difference in the defeat would have definitely mattered to India. India would have got this. Yeah.
We lost by 12 runs. We needed 13 runs to win.
Yeah. The problem was the fielding. Fielding, they dropped too many catches. I don't know if it's the fatigue of Team India getting into this particular series after the IPL. But the players worked so hard in the fitness. It was difficult to see players dropping easy catches. Catches become so very important. You have to create half chances. In T20s, every catch needs to be taken. And I thought from Australia's point of view, Matthew Wade played a magnificent innings. He got 80 plus as an opener. Previous match, he got 50 plus. So I think they are sending the left-hander to counter Yuzvendra Chahal. We are not playing Kuldeep Yadav. We are insisting with Chahal, and the Australians are doing well by countering, by using left-handers, and somebody like a Maxwell playing the reverse sweep.
ஸ்பின்னரை பார்த்ததுமே இவங்க டீம் முழுக்க லெஃப்ட் ஹேண்டரா ஒப்பிட்டாங்கன்றீங்களா?
Very impactful left-handers who can make a mark, who can get runs in a hurry. And the point is, Chahal, when he bowls to right-handers, he's very effective because the ball's turning away, pitching on off-stump, outside off-stump and turning away. And you can set an offside field. For a left-hander, it's much easier to hit on the leg side with the ball turning into him. I think Chahal is struggling to bowl to left-handers. So is Jadeja. So they definitely have to work out a plan and try and bowl better to left-handers and try and get them out as quickly as possible.
Quick question. இன்னைக்கு நாம சென்டர் பிட்ச்ல ஆடணுமா இல்ல திருப்பி சைடு பிட்ச்ல ஆடணுமா?
We went on to the main pitch today. Playing a lot of cricket in Sydney, they went on to the main pitch and the boundaries were even. I think the catches that were dropped and Chahal's no ball definitely cost us the match because Virat Kohli once again played a magnificent innings. He was superlative in his innings and he did not get too much support. Rahul fell to a very, very short ball from Glenn Maxwell. He was caught at deep mid-wicket. Imagine in the first 6 overs, you allowed only 2 fielders outside the inner ring and he finds one of those fielders in the deep mid-wicket. That was Rahul's downfall.
Agreed.
Shikhar Dhawan got 25, but after that there was no support. The only thing that surprises me, Kasturi, is that we are losing wickets to the opponent spinners. Swepson got 3, Adam Zampa got 1, and Adam Zampa got the important wicket. We were still in the game with Virat Kohli and Hardik Pandya playing the last 4 or 5 overs. But Adam Zampa getting the wicket to Hardik Pandya just changed the match around.
சோ அவங்க ஸ்பின்னர்ஸ்க்கு விக்கெட் வருது, நம்ம ஸ்பின்னர்ஸ்க்கு விக்கெட் வருது இல்ல. இப்ப நம்ம என்ன பண்றது?
I think Chahal has to improve. I think people have been studying him. They've worked him out. They know that he doesn't like to bowl to left-handers, and they know the lines that he bowls. I had said earlier in one of our shows that he's not a big turner of the ball. So if he's going to bowl stump to stump, I mean, imagine using both your hands and using your bottom hand to good effect. You generate a lot of power through the leg side. Try using your right hand. Try and swing. I'm asking you to do that now. If you swing, you will swing towards the leg side. Whereas when you play through the offside, it's your top hand domination. So when it's your top hand domination, you don't generate so much power with your left hand, which is not your normal hand. So when you generate power, it's on the leg side with your bottom hand, which is your normal hand. So I think you should stay away from the leg stump and bowl off stump line.
சரி, நீங்க சொன்னதெல்லாம் சேர்த்து எல்எஸ் எக்ஸ்பர்ட்டா சில விஷயங்களை சொன்னீங்க. பட் எல்லாருக்கும் புரியுற மாதிரி நான் பாயிண்ட் ஃபார்ம்ல சொல்றேன். தேர்ட் T20 சிட்னில நாம தோத்ததுக்கு மெயின் காரணம் நம்பர் 1 ஃபீல்டிங் அத்தல வர்ஸ்ட், நம்பர் 1 ஃபீல்டிங் படுகேவலம், நிறைய டாலி கேட்ச் எல்லாம் விட்டுட்டோம். அதுல அவங்களுக்கு ரன் கொஞ்சம் எக்ஸ்ட்ரா கொடுத்துட்டோம். 12 ரன் நமக்கு துண்டு விழுந்துருச்சு. ஓகேவா? சஹால் நிறைய நமக்கு கொஞ்சம் லைபிலிட்டி ஆயிட்டாரு. அவங்க சைட்ல ஸ்பின்னர்ஸ்க்கு விக்கெட் விழுந்துச்சு, நம்ம சைட்ல ஸ்பின்னர்ஸ்க்கு செல்ஃப் எடுக்கல. ஓகேவா? தேர்டு பேட்டிங் விராட் தவிர விராட் பாண்டியா கடைசியில 2 பேரை தவிர மத்தவங்க எல்லாரும் கொஞ்சம் கேர்லெஸ்ஸா ஆயிட்டாங்க தானே? ஓகே, இந்த 3ல என்னோட கேள்வி, ஓகே ஜடேஜா இல்ல, ரோஹித் சர்மா இல்ல, இவங்க இல்ல, ஆனா நட்ராஜன், சுந்தர் இவங்க எல்லாம் போன கேம் ஆடின மாதிரி இந்த கேம் ஆடலையே, ஏன் சஹால மட்டும் நம்ம நீங்க குறிப்பிட்டு சொல்றீங்க?
The very fact Chahal bowls in the middle of the innings. Okay, so in the middle of the innings you have to take wickets. When you take wickets in the middle of the innings, there are no partnerships building. The opposition is losing wickets at regular intervals. So once there is no partnership, you can't accumulate a big score. That is the main reason. In 1985, when I played the World Championship cricket, Gavaskar took me and Ravi Shastri out for lunch. And he told us that 20 overs that Ravi Shastri and me bowl, he wants 4 or 5 wickets in the 20 overs. So we were asked to bowl for wickets. And the only team that got past 200 was New Zealand in the semi-finals.
But you had a tremendous advantage in that one side off spinner, one side leg spinner. So you're confusing the batsmen in every... I remember that I was a little kid enjoying our fantastic foray into world cricket, you know. So அது பெருமையோட நான் பார்த்த ஒரு மெமரி.
Thank you. But it's the captain, what message he conveys to the bowler. Because Chahal plays for RCB, Virat Kohli is the captain of RCB. So you tell him to bowl for wickets. Correct. Because if he doesn't bowl for wickets, he is going to go for 10 overs 41. I mean, beg your pardon, 4 overs 41. And he went for 4 overs 51 in the last match. And in the two one-day internationals, he went 10 overs 89 and 10 overs 71. So, which means he's not taking wickets in the middle of the innings, and the opposition are building up a partnership. So, when they are not losing wickets, they have a lot of wickets in hand in the last 10 overs in a 50-over game, or last 5-6 overs in a 20-over game. So, wickets are you can go and play your shots with a lot of freedom. That is why I am insisting the importance of wickets in the middle overs.
அப்போ எப்படி ஒரு கேம் வின் பண்ணோம், ஒரு கேம் தோத்தோம், பெரிய சேஞ்சஸ் இல்ல டீம்ல, எப்படி இத நீங்க பாக்குறீங்க?
How I'd like to see it, it's 3-all. They won 1 T20 and 2 one-day internationals. நம்ம ஒரு one-day internationals and 2 20.
இல்ல கேள்வி என்னன்னா, சிட்னில செகண்ட் T20 ஜெயிச்ச அதே டீம் தான் ஏறக்குறைய இப்போ பெரிய சேஞ்சஸே இல்ல. சோ அதே செகண்ட் T20 ஜெயிச்ச டீம் தான் தேர்ட் T20யும் விளையாடுது, சேஞ்சஸ் இல்ல. அதுல ஜெயிக்கிறோம், இதுல தோக்குறோம். அதுல கம்ஃபர்டபிளா ஜெயிக்கிறோம், இதுல போராடி தோக்குறோம். How do you see that? Why?
The simple thing is fielding. How well a bowler bowls, the fielders have to support them, the wicketkeeper and the fielders, by taking the catches, by stopping the boundaries. So the day your fielding is down and not doing well, you're gifting away runs. When you're giving away extra 15, 20 runs in a T20 game, if you give 20 runs, it's 1 run per over that you have to get extra.
Extra.
So that accumulates over a period of time, and the run rate becomes 13, 14, and one man can't do the job. So fielding is such an important factor.
Sure. Our post-mortem of the one day eyes, our post-mortem of the T20s முடிஞ்சாச்சு. Okay. White ball cricket பத்தி எனக்கு இன்னும் ஒரு கேள்வி. Most impactful cricketer of the decade in one day internationals அப்படின்னு சொல்லி ஒரு டிஸ்கஷன் போய்கிட்டு இருக்கு இப்போ. சோ ஹேடன் ஒரு பக்கம் சொல்றாரு தோனியா கோலியா, கண்டிப்பா தோனி தான் அப்படிங்கிறாரு. தோனி forever, தோனி forever.
அது சிஎஸ்கே
சிஎஸ்கே தோனி டீம் இந்தியா எப்படி பார்த்தாலும் obviously I know him well as well, so
no, Hayden played for CSK. Hayden and Dhoni played for CSK, so adu or connection
illa. But Gavaskar on the other side says Kohli has made the biggest impact in this decade, last 2010 to 2020 அப்படிங்கிறாரு. So my question is, they both have their own justifications. ஒரு world championship, ஒரு championship of championships. I think Dhoni has been the winningest captain of white ball cricket for India. But Kohli is catching up. Kohli personally has so many landmarks. So I understand that. My question is, who's your pick?
Well, I did vote for it on the ICC website. The biggest advantage that Virat Kohli had was he made his debut in 2011. So he had the thing of playing the entire decade. Whereas MS Dhoni, was at his prime in the middle of the decade, and slowly, let's accept the fact, MS Dhoni is a legend. He is one of the greatest cricketers that we produced. Gavaskar, Kapil Dev, Sachin Tendulkar, and MS Dhoni. These are the four great players that we produce. Then it comes to Saurav Ganguly, Rahul Dravid, and Anil Kumble. So Dhoni is in that line. Virat Kohli, because of the advantage that he had, playing 9 out of 10 years and having...
Retire ஆயிட்டாரு இல்லைங்க.
ஆமா, அது ரிட்டையர் ஆயிட்டு எனக்கும் I am a big fan of Dhoni. But Virat Kohli had the advantage of playing 9 out of 10 years and performing consistently. So that's one of the reasons why he is, he's one of the favorites to win that title.
So, உங்களுக்கு என்ன தோணுது? விராட் கோலி தான் ஜெயிப்பாருன்னு தோணுதா?
இல்ல, இது it's more of a cricketer of the decade, not captain of the decade. See, if you see Dhoni, he gets 40 or 50 and wins games.
Yes.
Which Virat might get a 80 or 100, and Dhoni might come and finish the game. But what ICC do is they pull out all the numbers. So obviously somebody getting 100 and somebody winning the game for you, somebody setting up the game, and MS Dhoni coming and winning it, a lot more points will probably go to Virat Kohli because he's got more number of runs.
But that's practically, we know, அது நம்பரை மட்டும் பார்த்தா தெரியாதுங்க. Practically we know somebody coming 2 down versus somebody coming 5 down. Where is the comparison?
See, MS Dhoni is accepted worldwide as one of the greatest finishers of the game. Even in the recently concluded IPL, when Josh Butler for Rajasthan Royals played an outstanding innings to win against the Chennai Super Kings, he requested MS Dhoni to give him one of his jerseys. And he's put it all over the social media. So such as Dhoni is popular world over. In fact, if there are some people who criticize Dhoni, it's only people in India on social media. But people all over the world rate him very, very high, and he deserves that kind of a high recognition.
எனக்கு ஒண்ணே ஒண்ணுதாங்க. I feel Dhoni is one of, நீங்க சொன்ன மாதிரி, one of the GOATs, greatest of all times, in every form of cricket, and as a captain and as a person. He's a fantastic person. And Captain Cool, some of those decisions that he's taken in the past, those are he created history. ஜார்க்கண்ட்னு ஒரு சின்ன இடத்துல இருந்து ஒருத்தர் வந்து கிரிக்கெட் விளையாடுறது அப்படிங்கிறது that was a historical thing. He inspired so many people and இன்னைக்கு அந்த ஏரியாவுல கிரிக்கெட் அவ்வளோ பேர் ஆடுறாங்கன்னா that's because of இன்னைக்கு நாம நடராஜனை கொண்டாடுற மாதிரி 15 years ago we were celebrating Dhoni.
Yeah, the emergence of talent is now coming from the district, small town. Dhoni was a small town boy, and we've all seen his biopic.
கோலிக்கு
How
அப்படி
hard.
கிடையாது. கோலி வந்து டெல்லி எவ்ரிதிங் இஸ் ஆன் அ பிளாட்டர் ஃப்ரம் அ மோர் அஃப்ளூயன்ட் பேக்ரவுண்ட். அந்த தோனியோடைய போராட்டத்தை அவர் பார்த்திருக்க வாய்ப்பு இல்லை.
Yes, Kohli வந்து straight away under 19 World Cup win பண்ணோன்னா he got the recognition. I mean, within a year or within a couple of years, he was playing for the Indian team, and he was rated very highly, and he was given the right guidance. Whereas somebody like an MS Dhoni was purely hardworking. Only hard work could get him where he was, I mean, a couple of years ago. And Dhoni, we have not seen him finished. He's going to play one more year of IPL, which means he's really got something up his sleeve. But Virat Kohli, like you say, I agree with you. Playing for Delhi, coming from Delhi gives you a better background, better knowledge of the game, and a better support system. To pick a guy from Jharkhand, everybody hesitates. But Dhoni was identified in the India A tour of Kenya, where he could strike the ball really big. I think Parthiv Patel was the first wicketkeeper on the tour, and Parthiv was called for India services. Then Dhoni, the second wicketkeeper, became the find of the tour because he was hitting the ball so very hard that people said he must play one day cricket straight away. But I think the real turning point for me was 2007 World Cup when Rahul Dravid, all of them backed out of the T20 World Cup. MS Dhoni was named captain. He went with a young side and brought back the cup, and there was no looking back after that.
Yes. So, but I'm actually getting goosebumps, you know, when I remember those things. One of the advantages of being a 70s kid is I've seen so much cricket. நீங்க சொன்னீங்கல்ல Kapil Dev, Gavaskar, Tendulkar, and then Dhoni. And I've seen these people do their.
Kapil Dev, Sunil Gavaskar, Sachin Tendulkar, and Mahendra Singh Dhoni were born to play cricket. It was destiny for them. Imagine coming from a small town, like I said, Dhoni. Gavaskar almost was in the hands of fishermen. When he was born, they probably got the wrong child. He might have been a fisherman now, for all you know, if he didn't, if his uncle didn't recognize him as a young child.
ஐயோ இந்த கதை எனக்கு தெரியாது. இது சொல்லணும் நீங்க. We'll keep this for another day. Okay.
Yeah. So Gavaskar's future was there because of his uncle who identified him. A lot of boys were born that particular day, and he had to identify after a bath or whatever. They put Gavaskar next to a fisherman couple, and the fisherman's couple baby were somewhere else. And you want to do a story now or a separate story?
A separate story. It's too cute.
Okay. Okay, I'll just build it up with this.
கவாஸ்கர் கபில் தேவுக்கும் ஸ்டோரி இருக்கு. பஞ்சாப்ல யார் கிரிக்கெட் ஆடினா கபில் தேவுக்கு முன்னாடி?
Gavaskar, Kapil Dev, Tendulkar, and Mahendra Singh Dhoni. We should be very lucky they were born in India, and coming from big towns, small towns didn't make a difference. They had the destiny to become great, and they became great. And we should be very proud Indians of having watched them perform through our lifetimes. But there are some stories which I will tell you in a different show.
Viewers, இப்ப அடுத்தது டெஸ்ட் சீரிஸ் போது எல்எஸ் நானும் பேச போறோம். அப்போ he has some amazing stories which I want all of you to hear. வேற லெவல் எங்கயுமே நீங்க கேட்டிருக்க மாட்டீங்க. Don't forget to tune in for those shows. So LS, tell us those stories on a later date.
Yeah, definitely 100%.
கவாஸ்கரை பத்தி, கபில் தேவ் பத்தி, தோனியுடைய கதையை பத்தி. Yeah,
Tendulkar. Everybody stories. Tendulkar's interaction with me in 1998. That's definitely a good story.
Okay.
We'll keep it as a story time.
Story time மாதிரி பண்ணுவோம் ஒவ்வொருத்தரை பத்தி. ஓகேவா? இப்போ நம்ம அடுத்தது ஒயிட் பால் கிரிக்கெட் முடிஞ்சிச்சு. ரோஹித் சர்மா இல்ல. இப்படியே எப்படியோ கஷ்டப்பட்டு T20 மட்டும் வின் பண்ணியாச்சு. இப்போ ரோஹித் சர்மாக்கு ஃப்ரைடே இன்னைக்கு வந்து ஃபிட்னஸ் டெஸ்ட். ஒயிட் பால் கிங் ரோஹித் சர்மா. டெஸ்ட் கிரிக்கெட்டை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் அவருடைய ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆஃப் ஆல் அவர் எந்த இடத்துல பேட் பண்ண போறாரு, அவரோட ஃபிட்னஸ் எப்படி இருக்க போகுது, அவருடைய கான்ட்ரிபியூஷன் எப்படி இருக்கும் டெஸ்ட் கிரிக்கெட்ல?
Test cricketer, he has to bat at number 5, number 6. Shikhar Dhawan and KL Rahul will open. So that's a definite opening pair to start with. And don't forget, the first test match is a day and night test match. And the Australian Pacers have done wonderfully well in day and night test matches in the past. They finished the game in 3 days. But India now have a good bowling attack. So Ravi Shastri has mentioned to Ian Chappell that the third fast bowler, apart from Bumrah, who's had a bit of a rest, not playing the T20s, and Mohammad Shami, who's had a bit of a rest, the third seamer will be Umesh Yadav. Umesh Yadav has got the ability to bowl quick and swing the ball. So we definitely have to play a spinner, which will be Jadeja, because of his batting and fielding ability. And also, the ICC apparently, I believe, even in 50 overs matches, 20 over matches, and test matches, are keeping a close eye on the over rates. There are points for winning, drawing the match, and no points for losing the match. But if you're overshot, you will be deducted points. So you definitely have to play a spinner tactically to bowl 90 overs in a day. So that is also an important factor. So Jadeja will be an automatic option. So with the four bowlers that I mentioned, Bumrah, Shami, and then you have Umesh Yadav and Jadeja will be the four. Then you have Wriddhiman Saha as the wicketkeeper 5, and then 6 batsmen.
Yeah, Saha. Yeah, Rahul பண்ணிடலாமே அந்த வேலையை.
Well, wicket keeping in 20 overs and 50 overs is difficult, but Wriddhiman Saha, I mean, test match now 2 days you have to keep and then come out to open the batting. It'll be a difficult thing for KL Rahul. And you need a specialist wicketkeeper in test matches. And if you drop somebody or miss some stumping and that guy goes on to get 150, 200, then it'll be a huge loss. And Wriddhiman Saha can bat. He can get useful 30s and 40s towards the end of the innings. So he's the best keeper. In not only in India but in the world, he is easily the best wicket keeper.
Really?
He is very, very good. He is very fit, very committed, and a lovely boy.
ரிஷப் பண்ணிட்டு இல்லவே இல்லையா?
No, he is not there. He is not there.
டெஸ்ட் மேட்ச்ல 6 பேட்ஸ்மேன் சொன்னீங்கல்ல, ஸ்ரேயஸ் ஐயர், நட்ராஜன், சுந்தர், இவங்களுடைய ஸ்டேட்டஸ் என்னவா இருக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறீங்க? Natarajan has had a dream run so far, but again, just விளையாடுறது இல்ல.
But has he been included? They are playing, like you said, today, the 11th of December, they are starting their 3-day game with pink ball, warm-up game. So Natarajan doesn't figure in the scheme of things. There is only Umesh Yadav, Bumrah and Shami. So I think they'll go with these 3. And the 6 batsmen we have to really figure out. KL Rahul, Shikhar Dhawan, number 3 will be Pujara, 4 will be Virat Kohli, 5 we'll have to see if it's Rahane, 6 will be one place open. Is it going to be Vihari or is it going to be Shreyas Iyer? So on the choice they'll have to make. Vihari is a solid batsman. And I think Ravi Shastri likes his attitude a lot. And he's a very committed cricketer, very humble, and he is willing to learn every day. So I think Hanuma Vihari will get the chance to play. And this will be the level. 6 batsmen, wicketkeeper, and 4 bowlers.
Rohit Sharma பேரே நீங்க சொல்லவே இல்லையா?
Then fitness test இன்னைக்கு ஆயிருக்கும். நாளைக்கு தெரியும் fitness test பத்தி. அது தெரிஞ்சோன்னா we'll figure out what happens to Rohit.
தோனி சர்மா நானு ரோஹித் சர்மா இல்லாத மேட்ச பார்க்கவே கஷ்டமா இருக்கு எனக்கு. டெஸ்ட் மேட்ச்ல கூட ஏதாவது ஒரு மசாலா போட்டு விடுவாரு அவர்தான்.
Rohit Sharma comes in, then Vihari will have to sit out. Anyway, Virat Kohli is going away after the first test match.
That is true.
You will have an opening.
That is true.
But I know you want Rohit Sharma to captain India.
Yes. ரோஹித் சர்மா தான் எல்லா ஃபார்மேட்ஸ் இந்தியன் கிரிக்கெட்டுக்கும் கேப்டனா இருக்கணும்னு நான் சொல்லுவேன். Because I'm a big Rohit Sharma fan and I feel like he's already led his teams. Whenever he's captained a team, அது குட்டி டீமோ பெரிய டீமோ, he has won.
Yeah, he's done really well as a captain.
His record is awesome. So naturally.
Agreed.
So now அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு லாஸ்ட் வேர்டோட LSA agree பண்ணும்போது I should end on a high. So I'll say thank you so much, and viewers, we'll meet you again the day before the first test match between India and Australia with a lot of insights and a bunch of predictions. Don't miss the show. Thank you, LS.
Thank you very much.